After the war.
So you said his hand got hurt in the war.
He got shot. He was a soldier against the Russians.
Got it.
And they shot him and his hand was crippled like this. So, but somehow with eel, I always said, how the heck did you hold that eel? But he had a way.
Where there's a will, there's a way, right?
Isn't that something? Yeah. So, yeah, that was nice. And our gardens now, outside. Here you come into the house with a cement walk, and here on either side you have a lawn, like piece of lawn, right? And then on this behind the lawn, then the path went around the house. But here on the lawn on the side, we had all kinds of trees, bushes that bloomed. So whatever he did, beautiful. Then behind that piece, when that was over, came a big garden. But that was not for vegetables, that was all flowers.
Wow.
All different, my father did all that.
Yeah.
He planted all those flowers, he loved flowers. And then in the back from here to way down, big piece, all vegetables, all kinds of vegetables.
Yeah.
Then you went behind the house, like I say, and then you go, we had a pig's pen outside that the pigs could run around, and a big lawn, and you hung your wash there, right?
Mm-hmm.
And on this side, you come in, we had all kinds of fruit trees, cherry trees, plum trees, apple trees, pear trees. So whatever we needed really in our life, we had it.
Yeah.
We had enough room to put. Briquette is like a coal that goes into a stove and it lasts all night. See?
Got it.
So that we could put in upstairs. There's room every place. And what else? And there we had, and bushes we had. I don't know what stachelbeeren. Oh, what is stachelbeeren? They don't have it. They don't have it in this country. They say it hurts pine trees.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. So they don't allow that. And Johannisbeeren, they are little red berries, tiny little red berries. I don't see them here unless you're German.
Got it.
And A&P used to have baskets that you could buy with this fruit in it.
Really?
Years ago.
Huh.
Not no more. No. So, like I say, we had enough fruit. My father made wine, believe it or not. He was a guy who could do everything.
I was going to ask you, when did you first drive? When did you drive for the first time?
The minute I got married.
Really?
I thought, well, I'm not going to be stuck in the woods.
Yep.
And we bought a car, and we had lemons, 2 lemons we bought. God. And one was from a hamburger man, he came from Hamburg, and he sold us that. I had to push that up the hill and down the hill to get it started every morning. That was horrible. And then we finally got a new car, a Chevy. Oh, I tell you, yeah. And I had my first, and then of course Herbie had, Herbie, what did you do? He left Germany, there was nothing to eat, no jobs, so he went on a ship under a different name. He gave himself a different name.
Wow.
And that's how he traveled and got along.
Wow.
So, but then the war broke out, and he thought, oops, I better go and tell the government I'm here, I'm such and such. So he did. Guess what? They kept him.
Wow.
We were in Newark visiting friends, and I had just learned how to drive.
Wow.
And we visited, and Herbie calls me up. He says, Hedda, they're keeping me. I says, what do you mean keeping you? I'm in the army.
Oh, jeez.
I had a choice. They asked me if I would fight Germany or Japan. Of course, I would never fight Germany, he says. I'd fight Japan. So, okay. They got him, He went to, I didn't see him for 7 weeks.
Wow.
They took him and brought him to Long Island in a camp where they go first. What is it called?
Basic training?
Yeah, that's what he did. And then they gave him a furlough for, I think, a week, and he came home. And then he pulled out and went from one furlough, one place to another. And then he got from there, they brought him to Columbia, South Carolina. And I thought, okay, I'll go with you. So I went with him. But the South still hates the North. I don't think they ever got over it.
No, I don't think so.
No.
either.
Not even today.
Yeah, still today, I think it's.
See?
You know.
So you could feel it, you could sense it. So now to find some room, they had 3 camps there. One Army, like Herbie, one Navy, no, not Navy, something else. And what was it? Pilots?
Air Force.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That town was overrun, Columbia, with soldiers at night.
Yeah.
They didn't know where to go. And then Herbie got orders to go to California, to, I forgot, but that was on the beach, where all the artists live in California. I forgot what they call that town.
Oh, I don't know either.
It's a whole section. Anyhow, he went there. I said, I'm not going with you, because I was, first of all, I was in the bathroom all the way home to New Jersey. I was so sick. And he went there, and then they shipped him to Hawaii. And if Herbie was a Golden Glover years ago, and they wanted him to box in the Army, he would have gone up to lieutenant very quickly.
Huh.
But Herbie said no,
Really?
didn't want to do it, yeah?
Wow.
So he didn't do it. So they put him to California, to Hawaii. And next to Hawaii, where they were stationed, they had a big pineapple farm. Of course, what did the soldiers do? Go to the pineapple farm, right? So he and a friend went to the farm and caught a lot of pineapples and put them in a big container and put them in a tree. So they said, tomorrow we have something to eat. Well, it wasn't there the tomorrow.
Oh.
I guess all the soldiers must have done that.
So much for their great plan.
That was that, yeah. And then, of course, he got shipped out to Okinawa, right?
Right.